Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey Taurus, this video is for you. So that is Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising. If you feel like what I'm saying in this video does not resonate with you, go on and check out your Moon and or Rising sign. And I do have that linked down in the description box below, okay? Alrighty guys, this reading is for the Aquarian lunar cycle. So we are talking beginning of February through the beginning of March. And the energy that you guys have popping up for you, or that you'll be tapping into, is the divine masculine. So for a lot of you people with those Taurus placements, your personal planets, what's going to be popping off for you during this lunar cycle is you really tapping into this energy of strength, really tapping into this energy of logic and stability. You know, I hate that we associate that with the masculine, but at the same time, that is the energy that y'all will be tapping into, or that you're supposed to be tapping into. This card also comes with the message of possibly for some of you doing some healing within your family units in regards to the relationships that you have with the males. So your dads, your brothers, uncles, cousins, granddaddies, whatever. But more than likely your paternal relationships. This could also just mean that those relationships are a little bit more prominent for you during this lunar cycle. So for some of you, you may find that you're a little bit closer with your dads or your brothers during this lunar cycle. You may find that you're spending a lot more time with them during this next month. Or you just may find yourself being a little bit reflective on, you know, things that have transpired in the past and how to work through them, or how to heal them, or how to strengthen or rebuild you guys' relationships, if that makes sense. But going back to just the general energy of this card, this next month for you, Taurus, you may be dealing with some things that really, you know, as I like to say, test your gangsta. You might be dealing with some situations that, you know, you have to say, okay, I might have to stand firm, I might have to stand strong, and I might have to figure shit out, and you will actually be able to tap into that. That is what's supposed to be coming in for you. And I like that this is an energy coming up so close to the beginning of the year, because that means that this is something that, especially if it's something that you're learning or coming into, or something new for you, it's an energy that you'll be able to resonate with or be able to tap into and pull from throughout the rest of the year. But as I was saying, this next month for you, and I'm only saying this because I see the devil card here in your crossing energy, you may be tested, and that could be in regards to your patience, that could be in regards to your mental, you know, some things may be popping up that make you feel like, okay, how am I about to pull through this? How am I about to get through this? But at the same time, you are coming into this divine masculine energy. So rest assured that you will actually be able to figure everything out. You'll be able to, once you pull yourself out of resonating in the energy of all the chaos that's going on around you, you will be able to find solutions, and they will be, you know, logical solutions that can actually move you forward in a stable and secure way, okay? The next card that I have coming up for you guys is in the position of what is crossing you, what energies are popping up that could create an obstacle or a challenge for you in this next month. And you guys have one of my odd shit cards. You have the devil card. This I'm going to read in two ways. Typically when I pull the devil card, it is in regards to negative thoughts and fear and doubt. So for some of you during this next month, whatever is going on around you or whatever is happening could really put you into this headspace of, oh my gosh, what was me? Shit is crazy. How am I going to get through this? What's next? I don't even know. Just all types of crazy stuff, which when we think negatively, we have the power to manifest that physically. And I mean, logically, if you're thinking bad things and, you know, our thoughts are powerful, what are you expecting to happen in the physical? So if you're thinking in a way that you're like, oh, shit is just horrible and I don't know how I'm going to get through it. Well, shit is just going to be horrible and you're not going to get through it. Like, that's just how that goes. On the other hand, this devil card popping up in this position, just because you have the divine masculine card coming up in the energy, so that also does point a little bit to things going on for you in the physical. This does tell me that there may be things or instances happening around you. Again, because you also have the Wheel of Fortune card coming up, which we will get into that in a second. But you may have shit happening around you that really puts you into this space of like, what the hell is going on? Why is stuff happening like this? And it may just seem kind of like a domino effect, like thing after thing after thing that just doesn't seem to work well for you. This is a crossing energy. This is an obstacle. So this does tell me that there may be some things in your physical, maybe in regards to money, maybe in regards to your living situation or your job or like your relationships that start happening that have you like, well, what's happening here? And why is it happening like this? And oh, is this, and just all this shit's gonna go left? But with that being said, again, this is a crossing energy, and this will be the one reading in which I say we don't really need to turn this into an upright. We can just do away with the devil energy card altogether. Keep in mind that as these things transpire, as these things go down during the next month, that they are obstacles, that they are also divine. We are in an air lunar cycle, so there's going to be a lot of times where you're coming into this space of clarity and being able to see things for what they really are. And as you start to learn things, yeah, some shit might pop up with the devil energy, and that's just, again, everything is divine timing. That could just be to show you that there are things that you need to release and that you need to let go of in order to move into your next chapter. And whatever your next chapter is definitely going to be popping, because you do have this divine masculine energy backing it up and starting it off. Speaking of chapters, the next card that you guys have coming up is in the position of how can you tap into this Aquarian lunar cycle energy and get in the mix and, you know, pull into that innovative and creative and, you know, communicative and collaborative energy that is Aquarius. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is an interesting one coming up. So this is kind of just telling me Aquarius, called you guys Aquariuses, I'm sorry, Taurus. We're gonna blame Zim for that because you want to be an Aquarius and a Taurus. That's just gonna be your fault. So this is telling me that you guys kind of just go with the flow. Although you guys are Earth and you can be very stubborn and grounded in, you know, what you're used to, what you know. During this next month, as things come in, these are things that are supposed to be coming in, shit that's supposed to be happening. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is inevitable change. So either things are starting to fall apart or things are starting to come together. As they do not be resistant. Don't be your little stubborn bull selves. As when you resonate in your shadow side, just kind of go with the flow. Well, I guess since we're under an air moon, just kind of go wherever the wind blows you, because that's technically what you're supposed to be doing. That's what's supposed to be happening. Wherever the wind takes you is your next chapter. That is the Wheel of Fortune energy. And because it's coming up in that position of how you can, you know, get in the mix, I will say that whatever, as I said, things are breaking down or whatever is building up, whatever you come into is going to put you into a position to start dealing with other people or dealing with other energies that you will need to be successful and progressive during this next, or not this next year, during 2019, okay? All right, guys, the last card that you have coming up in your spread, which I'm happy to see this after the Devil card, you have Treasure Island. And this is also a 9 card, I believe. Yeah, it's a 9 card. So where you are at right now, Taurus, you guys are wrapping up some cycles. Okay, so with that being said, the Wheel of Fortune, let's bring that back, because now that I see this is a 9 card, whatever is popping off is probably shit that's ending in regards to this Devil card and in regards to the Wheel of Fortune. You're more so most likely dealing with the energy of endings during this month as opposed to new beginnings. Just understand that everything, again, everything that happens is divine. Everything happens for a reason. So again, if you lost your job and you're like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna live my life? Don't worry. You lost your job because somebody's probably gonna call you and offer you a better and a different one. If you're moving, don't look at it like, you know, oh my gosh, I've been there forever. I don't wanna go away. You know, energy is probably tired where you're at, and it's time for you to come into something new. If, you know, a relationship is ending, instead of looking at it like, oh my gosh, I'm losing my other half, look at it like, okay, I got everything I could from this person. This was the other half for the time being, but it's time to go out there and see who could also fit into this little puzzle piece, literally and figuratively speaking. Everything that's happening is happening for a reason, Taurus. And although it may seem a little hectic and a little crazy with that devil energy popping up, just understand that in the end, when it all comes down to it, when it's all said and done, it's going to bring you into this very positive and prosperous, abundant place, okay? All right, you guys, that is your reading for this Aquarian lunar cycle. If you feel like you need a little more clarity or you'd like your own personal reading, feel free to go on and book one with me. I do have that information linked down below. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.